Hello, everyone. Welcome to X's and O's with LeRoy Butler. Buckle your seatbelt and
No, I said
tell your
even,
boss you're going to be busy for a little bit.
Don't even get in the car. Take the bus.
Yeah, and then have some Tylenol ready.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a look. First thing we're going to do is talk about the offense. And sometimes it's Jordan Love and sometimes it's not. And in this instance, it's Jordan Love.
It's on 10. Yeah, it's on 10. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us what we got here.
Well, it's no secret. Brian Flores has told you all week, and even Jordan said in the press conference or when he interviewed, I've never seen anything like what they're doing, which is fair. But he's the key to it. One of the best safeties, well respected. So they almost have like a 3 safety look, but they got these wide 9s over here. And then they also got 3 guys inside, and you got a guy to just watch. And the Packers have an empty backfield set. So you would think that, okay, they're blitzing. But the problem is when these guys are up here, it's up to these 2 guys. What are they really trying to do here? Are they coming out? Are they really coming? Set the protection and go. Don't predetermine where the ball is going to go, but do not turn it over or get sacked.
Right.
Because once that happens, they feel like they're ahead of the game. So, but they got enough people to block these guys if they all come. But you got to get the ball out.
So at the snap, Dillon goes over here and Smith follows him, and this guy just drops back.
Yes. Yeah.
Drops way back. So they have 5 guys rushing. 1, 2,
There's a 5-man pressure.
This guy drops back too.
And that's really not a blitz. It's a pressure.
Yeah, it's right. And they were
hoping to confuse you with the lineup.
They were faking a 0 blitz.
And I would real quick go back to that. I like to see these guys with their heads up to kind of see what's going on. See how they're looking at the ground. Look up, and then you can make an assessment. Especially now, he does lift his head up and look, because I learned that from Frank Winters. I said, how do you know when I'm disguising, when I'm blitzing? He said he also knows the clock is going, and that he'll just tell Brett it's cold. They're really not coming.
Okay.
So just go through your progression. Sometimes you're gonna be right, sometimes you're gonna be wrong, but at least the guys on the line here, oh, it's cold, but if it's hot, they're coming. So you have to give them certain looks.
Okay. So it's 2nd and 5, and I drew the first down marker here to give you an idea. All right. So options. What are your options?
Well, the first thing in your mind, I got to move the chains. Even if it was called in the huddle for me to run a big play, it's scripted in practice, I got to move the chains. Boom, 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 it's not their comeback. Musgrave's right here, get the first down. Worst case scenario. The worst case scenario can't be a sack, because you're kind of hanging your boy out to dry, because that's enough time to get rid of the ball.
Right.
And as you'll see, he'll learn this time growing. There's your throw on a laser. But say he doesn't sit down, and you throw it there, then he gets back to the huddle. When you see this zone, hook up in there. I got you. Because even if you're supposed to keep running across, you're really not supposed to run through zones. You get hurt.
Yeah.
If it's man, go through. If it's a zone, sit down, hit him right there, then you got a big play. Because the loudest ovation, Tom, is when they got a first down.
Yeah.
So that's the way you got to figure it out.
You said this guy's in a pickle. Why?
Because you got one of the fastest guys just threatening him. He got a guy in his third and the outside middle third.
So he's got to pick one.
He got to pick, and he looked like he already made his choice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So this is a possibility too.
Yes.
Right?
Oh yeah, that's an easy throw here.
So we got here, and here.
Yep. Well, let's look what he saw.
Okay.
Let's look what he saw, because he's probably thinking, okay, I see color here. Okay, that's fair. Move to another window. Keep your feet set, because you put your brother in a pickle, because he's thinking, hey, man, I blocked this guy long enough, but I'm thinking the ball's gone. That's not an excuse, but I'm saying we got to help each other. So pull the trigger right there, and you may even have not a big play, but you'll let the defense know, we got to either go after him or play zone.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of figured out this up and going back. And
At the
again,
very
worst case,
least-
go to your check down.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
at the very least, if this gets batted down,
Yeah.
okay, if you have time to move over, I don't know if he did, but
Right.
it looks like he can still get the ball up that way.
His arm is strong enough to make every throw in the league.
Yeah.
Once he believes that, once he says, okay, God, I got it, he has to pull the trigger, because you can make your players, you're bailing the defense out or taking a sack when you got 3 open guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the time to throw it, as you'll see, because now he's got this arm. I think it's going to be tough to make that throw over Elton Jenkins' head, but that's when he's got to move.
Yeah.
Buy some
And the
time.
thing about it is you throw it, say it's incomplete. It's 3rd and 5,
Yeah.
not 3rd and long.
Right. And
Yeah.
and what happens is, is he gets sacked.
Yes.
And
And they
then you're
eventually
looking at
pulled Walker, too.
3rd and
eventually.
16.
That's why I say you got to help each other, because eventually the coaches think he's the problem,
Yeah.
and they'll
No,
take him
he
out the
could
game.
have. He should have stayed on that block.
Oh, no question. Yeah.
But-
yeah.
This is what the issue. Part of the issue. This is the issue.
Yes.
One of the issues that Jordan Love's having.
Yes.
It's not all on him, but
Yeah, you got to pull the trigger.
yeah.
Just throw it, because his arm is amazing strength, but you got to believe what he sees and just move the chains. Just keep telling yourself, I got to move the chains, and that's how you beat any defense.
And for all those people who say, if Aaron Rodgers were here, this wouldn't be a problem. We drew up
Oh, they didn't see
plenty
last
of
year?
plays.
They still got the footage up.
you know,
They can go look at it.
yeah, where he passed
Yeah.
up open guys too.
Well, maybe that's where Jordan get it from. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you
Well,
never
you need
know.
to break that habit.
Yeah. All right, let's go to your favorite.
Oh, do we? I
defense.
thought we were over. It's over?
no, we
boy.
got a long way
Okay.
to go.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so
Because I'm just saying learn behavior and tools.
right,
That's the theme of these next few plays.
right,
So look at their splits, the first thing.
Okay.
Look at their splits. Their
Yeah.
splits tells you everything they want to do. Everybody's inside the numbers. Not out here. No, they're inside, because everybody in the league is thinking when you run bunch or inside the numbers, you can confuse the Packers.
mm-hmm.
It's just how Batman puts up a light?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're thinking. So these guys got to become scientists. The secondary and linebackers got to be scientists, so these 4 guys can just go after the quarterback. And the frustration part of it, this is consecutive weeks, bunch guys, bunch plays, short splits, guys are wide open.
But what's really kind of ridiculous about this one is that it goes back to week 1 of last year against the Vikings. So KJ Osborne's going to come this way. I can't remember who this is, but he's going to come this way. And for some reason, they play this, it's either half man, half zone. I don't really know what they're doing. Maybe you can tell us as we go to the next one. Okay.
Oh, boy.
So initially, Douglas is on Osborne here, right?
Yes.
And there's Keyshawn Nixon. And I think that's Addison.
And then you got Owens coming to get the tight
Hawkinson,
end.
who fell down.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now, if he drops off this, who is he passing it on to? The coverage.
Is this 59?
That is 59.
Yeah,
Yes,
so he'll be in the flat.
Yeah, he's got to get this.
And I don't know if you really want that matchup, but it's just fine. Now, Quay Walker's in the middle. He's fine. But at some point, when I was talking about tools,
Yeah.
if my guy, say I'm in man, do you want me to lock on him, fight through that and just stay on him? Or is it a zone? I seem to think that it's man, and I think 29 just kind of blew it on this one. I'm guessing because you can't. Because everybody else is on a man, and you got a safety sprinting to get a guy. If it was a zone, he'd be back.
Right.
So,
right.
and that's just guessing.
But
But to your point, you may be right too, because you see Walker in the deep middle.
so here's what we had. So instead of following Osborne, he's going to peel off, and the idea is that he picks up this crosser.
Right.
But then Nixon would have to drop off and cover there.
Oh, so he probably blew it.
Right.
And it happens, but again, you have your middle linebacker. Good depth to help anything in the middle.
Yeah.
But there's the issue right there.
Yeah, this throw is coming right there, and he's going to be wide open. And what's crazy about this is you might think this is the same game, but this is
last
week 1.
year. Yeah.
Last year. So here's Adam Thielen doing the crosser.
Yep.
Here's Justin Jefferson, who had a short split, and he's coming this way.
And Jair lets him go.
And Jair is going to come here, and you'll see in this next one, he's pulling back off, just like Rasul Douglas did.
Yes.
But Rasul Douglas is following Thielen the whole way.
Yes.
And Justin Jefferson is wide open. If you remember, he was wide open, scored a touchdown on it.
Oh, boy.
I think it's the same thing, is it? Am I wrong?
No, it's the same concept.
Because here are the two linebackers sitting
What are we
down.
going to do?
Here's a single safety.
If they do crossing routes, are we going to stay on? Are we going to zone it off? That has to be discussed. But we're what, week 9?
Yeah. Not to mention, this is the first time they played I guess it's the second time since this, but they're picking up a play from week 1 of last year, and the Packers still haven't figured it out. Yeah. That's problematic.
Well, even they went to last week. The same teams run the same stuff.
Well, let's address that. Here's, anyway, Cousins. He'll find this is Osborne. He's going to run out here, and that's enough of that play.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Now here's the thing. Again, we talked about this last week. Now you got a bunch here, and you got short splits inside the numbers. The Vikings are telling you what they're doing. They don't line up in here to all 3 go deep. Hail Mary. They're doing this to run up inside routes to confuse you. So coaches say, "Oh, I'm going to give you some tools. I don't care what the play is called. We're going to go to this one call to stop any guy from being wide open." And like I said, we would call something that we thought we picked up a food that everybody likes, which is hard to do with a bunch of guys. So we picked pasta. When everybody hear pasta, you got the first guy deep, you got the first guy deep inside, you got the first guy that's in the flat, the linebacker pushes this way. That takes that away. You got to be the first guy deep. You got to be the first guy in the flat, and you survive the down. But they don't have those tools, Tom. Because if we wouldn't even cover this play. So Joe Barry has to give these guys some tools that when they hear it, everybody knows it. Even if you got a blitz coming.
Right.
Say we had Casino. You remember Casino was seeing everybody.
Yep.
As soon as we had pasta, Casino's off.
Okay.
Because we know what they're trying to do. And some teams will do this so you won't blitz. So Fritz got smart. He says, I won't blitz, but I'll still do a 5-man pressure with the middle linebacker because he has no responsibility. It's 5 eligibles. You got 5 guys covering them. But we'll still do the pasta, but we'll bring an extra guy. And then we had them guessing, and we beat them. The team was San Francisco.
Yeah.
Because they ran a lot of bunch.
So what's going to happen is this is Madison, I believe, and he's going to come over and line up here so that they have, 1, 2, 3. Now, maybe you've seen this before. I remember it.
Oh, boy.
Well, we'll come back to this.
Yeah.
I remember this from last week.
I mean,
here we are. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? And what happened on this one? Sutton came to the outside.
Yep.
Rasul Douglas tried to get over the top. He couldn't. Owens got stuck in the middle. Nixon.
He's man to man. His man is here, so he collapsed over.
Yeah, so he collapsed and
wide open.
Wide open. And now let's go back to. Here we are again.
Same play.
Here's Hawkinson, right?
Yep.
And I got all these
Which
numbers.
will be Sutton from
Right. But
See,
you can show who went with who.
Yeah, if you had tools, like I was talking about, it'll be a guy sitting right there. Because he'll have the first guy in the flat. If a guy's in the flat, he runs up, you take him. Second man through your hole. And now what you do is have a cluster here. And Kirk Cousins has been around a long, 12 years, I think?
Yeah.
He's seen it all. So these are the kind of things that are frustrating because there's no pressure. He has plenty of time, but I think if you can count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys, I think they only rushed like 3.
Yeah, I only see 2.
Yeah, 2 because 91's right there.
Yeah, and this is on a 3rd and 1, and so they dropped 9 guys into coverage, and they gave up a wide open pass to Hawkinson. I'm not sure I understand.
I don't know how you explain it. I really don't, because people can't see this stuff on TV. But you're thinking, how many guys were out there?
Yeah.
And we know Jefferson is not there, fine. Jordan Addison is the guy. The next guy is Hawkinson. Those 2 guys. If KJ Osborne had a career day, fine. But he should never be that wide. I bet he was shocked. Because even in practice, Minnesota had a guy over there that said, this is what the Packers, but if they don't, it should be wide.
Maybe they didn't because they said this is how wide open you're going to be.
They do that too?
You know?
They do both scenarios.
We won't even line anybody up over there. You just run there and because you're going to be this wide open against this.
It does happen because you want the quarterback to see a clean pocket and a clean throw. So
I don't know. All right, so this is back to the Denver and there's Hawkinson.
There it is.
Wide open, keeps the drive going. Where's Matt LaFleur?
Yeah, he's right here. Somewhere. He's saying, WTF. Are you kidding me? I'm dead serious. I feel bad for him because being young is not an excuse anymore. You've had the playbook, 8 months?
Yeah.
But the other team get paid too, so you have to give them credit.
I have a hard time putting that one on both of those on the players because
that's fair.
You got to have answers to things that you've given up before. Tools. Yeah.
Give them tools because I love teachers. Teachers are the best.
Yeah.
And coaches are teachers and therapists. So give them, Joe Barry, give them more tools to deal with bunches so we don't have to keep drawing this up every week because he loves it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming to my Leap into Wellness Summit. It was fantastic. Go to LeRoyButlerInc.com for more information. And again, I want to thank Pick and Save and Educator Credit Union and MilwaukeeWindowGuys.com.
All right. And we will see you after the Rams game. Take care, everybody.